So the story I'm about to tell you is a true story. It is not hearsay. I have experienced firsthand this story, and it has to do with the impact that the illegal immigrants, illegal aliens are going to make on our country if we don't put a stop to it. So there's this family that is from Venezuela, and they immigrate or illegally cross the border via Mexico, like the other millions of people that have done so. They have a family. We are handing them housing, food, medical, and along the way they end up in Florida. So we have this younger child in the school system, and now he does not speak very much English. Obviously has some developmental delays, which means now he's going to get an individual education plan, an IEP. So there's a whole circle of staff that's going to be surrounding him. And because he has behavioral issues, now one of the paras that was assigned to serve between 100 and 120 kids in the school is now a one-on-one para for this kid. So there are another 100 plus children that are not getting the help of a paraprofessional because she has to be with this child nonstop. So I walk around the corner the other day, and this child now has a behavioral therapist, which is outside therapy. So let me tell you, you don't get that kind of therapy, outside therapy services, unless you pay out of pocket, which is what I would have to do for my children. I would have to fight for services and pay out of pocket. Or the kids that get the best services, the more frequent services, the more comprehensive services are the children that are on Medicaid. So now I can assume that the state, the country, has provided this family with a full benefit package of Medicaid. Not 100% fact checked, but behavioral therapy is expensive, and I'm assuming that he wouldn't be getting behavioral therapy unless it was covered. So now this child has a full-time para with him nonstop at school. He has a behavior therapist with him nonstop at school. So tremendous amount of resources that are being paid for by the taxpayers of our country. So today the mom calls the school, and by the way, this is not one of my students. It's not in my grade. It has nothing to do with me. It's just an observation I'm making about my environment and what is getting ready to happen to our school systems around the country. Mom calls the school and wants to know why we have not potty trained his child yet. Now, given the age of the child, he should have been potty trained several years ago. So here are these illegal aliens from Venezuela, across the border at Mexico, end up in Florida. We have a crap ton of resources going towards this child and not our American children, because there are other children in the class that need assistance, and we don't have funding to hire additional paras, so we just have to pull one para that was helping 100 kids to help this one. These people do not care about Americans. They do not care about America, and they already have the air of entitlement. Why are you not potty training my child? We are creating such monsters, and I can't even imagine. So I'm going to take this one kid, and I can't even imagine the thousands of dollars a year this one child is going to cost our country and our school system. And then I have to look behind him and know that we are also supporting his entire family. And then I have to look a further bit behind there and know that that's going to be multiplied by millions. And this all happened by a lying candidate who says she was not in charge of it, that she has secured the borders, that she is going to have a secure border, the most secure border in history, when she has been interviewed over and over and over saying that she supports giving all people in the United States Medicare, Medicaid benefits. All people. That means that these people that have not paid a dime into this country are going to get better services than I could get with my insurance that I work hard to pay for, that my children could get any kind of services because they're under my insurance. It is maddening. And I cannot even imagine that there's a single American here that would vote to keep that going. This should infuriate you. And if you think that this should continue going, then I think you should pay my taxes. And I think you should pay quadruple your taxes to help supplement everything that's going to happen.